ידי נפש הרחמה משוחתך ארץ זונה. Hold on, what am I hearing there? Just a second. There's something weird coming in my ears. I'm going to start that over. Okay. Technology. I was hearing myself singing like 10 seconds delayed. All right, Shabbat Shalom. We're going to try this again. Oh, that was going to be a good start though, but that's okay. Yedina b'shav harachama Meshach avdach eretz zona Yarutz avdach kemo ayam Yishtachave mul hadalach Ki erav lo yedidtach Minofet zufechot Adonai ziv ha'olam Nafshi cholat ahavata Anayel narefanala Beharot lanu amziva Az titazek betit Rabbi V'hayat alak shivchat olam ותחיה מורחמך וחוס נער בין אוהבך כמו זה כי זה כמה נכסוף נכסף לראות בתפארת עוזה ענאי לי מחמד ליבי חוש ענווה אל תתעלם Higalena ufro saviv alai et sukkot shaloma Ta'ir et mikvoda Nakila v'nismecha ba Maher ahuv kiva mo'id V'choneni ki me'olam I go hungry, I go black and blue I go crawling down the avenue No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do To make you feel my love To make you feel my love
Yeah. Beautiful.
Totally beautiful. CBI had no idea it was hiring Adele / Amy Robinson Katz, but she did just a lovely, lovely rendition that will stay with us. Thank you for that. Welcome, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. It is so good to be with you, letting go, beginning to let go, at least, of the week that was, and opening up some spaciousness within ourselves to let in the holy possibility of Shabbat, the gift of time to just be, to breathe, to reconnect to everything we needed to disconnect from in order to get through our hectic weeks, to plug back in to spirit, to plug back in to heart, to plug back into breath. As we begin this service, chanting through the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, welcoming that Shabbat spirit into our homes and into our souls, I invite you to think about what it is that you'd like to leave behind in this past week. One thing that has been weighing you down over the past 6 days that doesn't need to be carried through the doorway of Shabbat. If this can be a moment in which you can lay a burden down and feel a little bit lighter, then we will have started the process of embracing Shabbat together. I'm so excited to be joined tonight by not one, but two of my favorite tefillah leaders, Cantor Rabbi Robinson Katz and Baal Tefillah Carl Cedar, helping to bring us into Shabbat with their lovely voices and wonderful neshamas.
We'll begin with Psalm 95. Carl, can we do a little call and response? You get it going? Okay.
Got it.
Lechu neranena l'Adonai נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו כי הגדול אדוני ומלך גדול על כל אלוהים אשר בידו מקריא הארץ וטרפות הרים לו אשר לא היה והוא עשהו ויבש את ידיו יצרו בו נשתחווה ונכרע נברכה לפני אדוני עושנו לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו כי הוא אלוהינו ואנחנו המריצו וצאן ידו היום אם בקולו תשמעו אל תנגשו לבבכם כמריבה כיום מסע במדבר אשר ניסוני עמוזיכם וחנוני רוגם ראו פועלי לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו לכו נרנן לאדוני נביע לצור ישנו נקדמה פניו בתודה בזמירות נביע לו. Let's do a little more call and response right here. 40 שנה עקוב בדור ואומר עם טועה לבבם והם לא ידעו דרכיי אשר נשבעתי בפי אם יבואון על מנוחתי
Psalm 96, if you're following along, page 13. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו וגויים כבודו. בכל העמים נפלאותיו כי גדול אדוני ומעולה מאוד נורא הוא על כל אלוהים כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים ואדוני שמיים עשה הוד והדר לפניו עוז ותפארת במקדשו עבו לאדוני משפחות עמים עבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז עבו לאדוני כבוד שמו שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו. Little call and response, Cantor.
Oh, let's do it.
ישמחו השמיים
ישמחו השמיים
ותגל הארץ
ותגל הארץ
ברם היה
Yiram Haya.
Umelo.
Umelo.
Yalo Sadai.
Yalo Sadai.
Vechol asher bo.
Vechol asher bo.
Aziranenu. Kol atzeyah.
Kol atzeyah.
Lifnei Adonai kiva.
Lifnei Adonai kiva.
Kiva lishpot haaretz.
Kiva lishpot haaretz.
Yishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amim be'emunato.
Adonai malach hagel haaretz. Yismechu im rabim. Anan barafel sevivav. Tzedek u'mishpat mechon giza'o. Eish lefanav tilach u'tahit saviv sarav. He'iru b'yukut tevel rata b'tachel haaretz. And we're going to join together at the bottom of Psalm 97. Oh, zaru ala tzadik. Oh, zaru ala tzadik. Oh, zaru ala tzadik. Ul yishrei lev simcha. Hay, 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 na, 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 hay, hay. Yay, nay, hay, na, nay, hay, nay, nay. Hay, hay, nay, na, nay, nay, nay. Hay, hay, nay. Yay, hey, hey, yay. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Hay, hay, nay, ana, nay, nay, nay. Yay, nay, nay, ana, nay, nay, nay. Hay, hay, nay. Hey, nay, nay, ana, nay, nay, nay. Ana, nay, 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 nay.
Before we chant Psalm 98, you know how you can read something over and over again, maybe for years, and all of a sudden in a reading notice something that you've missed all along? In Psalm 98, I'm looking at the third verse where it says, Zachar chasdo ve'emunato levet Yisrael. I always understood that verse to mean, and God remembers God's compassion and the faithfulness of Israel. But that's actually not what it says. It says God remembers God's compassion and the faith that God places in Israel. It's not our faith, it's God's faith. I was having lunch this week with a wonderful couple who helped to found the congregation and who have been incredible mentors and advisors to Rabbi Spitz, and now I'm grateful to me. And one of the questions that the gentleman at lunch asked me was, who are your mentors? Who are the people who believe in you and who enabled you to believe in yourself? That's so important. It's so important that we have those people who see the greatness in us and who take the next step of telling us what they see, of showing us our own greatness, of believing in us so that we can believe in ourselves. This psalm doesn't talk about the way that we believe in God. It talks about the way that God believes in us. And if God believes in us, then anything is possible. Psalm 98 is on page 17.
gotta say, it's really joyful to me to look at my background and see my house reconstructed. Because that's just a picture. My house doesn't look anything like that right now. So I was smiling throughout that. I said, oh, remember when my house looked like that? Anyway, just to fill in the blanks, y'all, we had a little flood in the house, and so we're under construction. My house used to look as nice as that background. Not today. Another Shabbos, perhaps.
Rabbi Nachman says, if you believe something can be destroyed, you have to also believe that it can be rebuilt. So you saw what water can do, but the Hasidic master says you have to believe that it can get back there.
I believe.
He believes. Psalm 29.
You guys hearing that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Feeling it too.
מזמור לדוד, הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני, כבוד ועוז, היה, הבו לאדוני, כבוד שמו השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש, קורא אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד הרים. על מים רבים, כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, ושבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל לבנון. כמו בן רעמים, עיני, כל אדוני, חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני, יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדיש, כל אדוני, יכול אל איילות, ביחסוף, יערות, ובהיכלו, כולו אומר כבוד. היי, אדוני, למה בו ישב וישב אדוני, מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז, לעמו ייתן אדוני, יברך את עמו בשלום. ינני, 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 ינני,
Yeah. Steady Eddie on the djembe.
Oh, I thought you were getting Ari to beatbox for you. No, that wasn't Ari? Fair enough. What a cool Kabbalat Shabbat we are off to already. This has been really phenomenal. Both of you, Yasher Koach. We are on the tail end actually of a holiday today. We've got a couple more hours of it, maybe another hour and a half or so until the sun goes down, while we are still in Tu B'Av. Tu B'Av, the Jewish holiday of love, sometimes called the Jewish Valentine's Day, the day in antiquity when singles would go out into the fields and vineyards outside of Jerusalem, dress in white garments and go and dance together. And Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, one of the great rabbis, early rabbis of the Talmud, said there was no happier day in Israel than the 15th of Av, Tu B'Av, when couples would find one another and celebrate the joyous gift of love and partnership. You know, in most of our holidays, we strike a more somber tone. We had Tisha B'Av last week, where we sit on the floor and sing lamentful dirges about the destruction of the temple. A lot more people have heard of Tisha B'Av than Tu B'Av. Even on the holidays which feel joyful, holidays like Pesach or Hanukkah or Purim even, they all have danger hanging around the edges. They all start with Pharaoh or Antiochus or Haman. You know the old line about Jewish holidays. Say it with me wherever you are. They tried to kill us. They didn't win. So let's eat. Right? But we still start with, they tried to kill us. it's really important that we know that Judaism can be joyful too, that it doesn't always have to be in a minor key, that it doesn't always have to be about a near miss. It doesn't always have to be a memorial of the tragedies of the past. God forbid we forget about the struggles that our ancestors went through, but that's not the whole story of what it is to be Jewish. Jewish includes joy. It includes love. It includes a day of celebrating young people going out into the fields and finding the love of their life under the full moon. So this isn't to say that one holiday is important and another is not, or one type of Judaism is important and another is not. It's to call for a balance, to say for all of the somber and sad moments in our history and in our calendar, they need to be balanced by moments of levity and light and joy and love. And in that way, we live full, authentic, integrated, rich lives that contain within them the dark and the light, that contain within them the happy and the sad, the moments of sorrow and the moments of unspeakable joy. We are heading into Lecha Dodi, which invites Shabbat as a lover, as a bride, as a queen, and is a little taste every week of that Tu B'Av spirit in which our ancestors went out into the fields to greet Shabbat, to be dazzled by her beauty, and to receive Shabbat as a gift of pure and enduring love. Sing Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Lecha Kala, Yababai, 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 B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila, Hoi, 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 Lecha Dodi, Lecha Kala, Yababai, Yababai, B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila, Shamo v'zachu, בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד, לשמו תפארת ולתהילה. דודי לקראת קלו, יבבי, 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 בני שבת, מקבלה. Dodi, likrat kala, yai bye bye, B'nai Shabbat, mikavila, likrat Shabbat, lechu v'necha, ki mekor habiracha, merosh mikedem, misucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshavat rehilah. Dodi Lecha Kala, Yababai, 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 B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila. Dodi Lecha Kala, Yababai, B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila. Mikdash Melech, Ir Melucha, Kumitziim, Tov Achecham, Rav Lach Shevet B'yemek Avacha, Ve'hu Yakamohu Aleichem La. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Yababai, 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 B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Yababai, Yababai, B'nai Shabbat, Mikavila. Take it together.
Hayulim shisa, shosai, verachaku, kum avalai, yasis alai, Elohai, kim sos chatan, v'al kala, lecha dodi, likrat kala. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי, ואת אדוני תריצי, על יד איש בן פרצי, ונשמחה בנגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלם, פני שבת נקבל, בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצורה, תוך אמונה עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Great. Beautiful, Cantor. Yismor Shir Yom HaShabbat. Tov lehodol Adonai, Tov lehodol Adonai, ulezamer, ulezamer, l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodol Adonai, Tov lehodol Adonai, Tov lehodol Adonai, ulezamer, ulezamer, l'shimcha elyon. Tov lehodol Adonai, ולהגיד בבוקר חסדך, ולהגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, ואמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר ולזמר לשמך העליון. טוב להודות לאדוני. צדיק אתה המהר יפרח כארץ בלבנון, ישגה שתולי בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. עוד ינובון בסביבה, דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי צורי ולא עברתה.
Adonai malach geut lavesh Adonai os hitzazar al tikon tivel baltimot nachon gizacham meaz me'olam ata naseu narot Adonai naseu narot kulam yiseu narot dochyan מכל מים רבים אדירים משבדיה אדיר במרום אדוני עדותיך נאמנו מאוד לבית חנה בקודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
Wow. What a beautiful Kabbalat Shabbat that was. I dare say there is not a better team of daveners anywhere in the country this Shabbat than the daveners you have on your screen right now. Really extraordinary how in Little Tustin we got so lucky as to have such extraordinary musicians and more importantly, such extraordinary neshamot. I love the Adele and the Erev Shel Shoshanim and the Carlbach and the other Carlbach and so many beautiful melodies and so much spirit you brought tonight. And such a wonderful example again of the melodies of light and the melodies that are more somber, the moments that lift up and the moments that ground. What a truly beautiful experience you've given us. In a few moments, we will conclude our service, but not before we take time to offer a prayer for healing for those who are in need of a little bit of extra love this Shabbat, healing of body, healing of spirit. And after that, we'll take some time for the Kaddish, and then we'll close.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach Avoteinu Mikor Habrecha Limoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shleima, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
May all those in need of healing, of extra love and of extra strength this Shabbat receive it. We take a moment to remember those who we continue to love, though they now dwell on the other side. I want to say in particular, our congregation in the last 2 weeks has lost two very important members. 2 weeks ago, Michael Wolf, and this past week, Gabby Blanca. And we are the poorer as a community to no longer have them amongst us, but they are remembered and loved and will continue to be a part of our community as long as they live in our hearts. For Michael and for Gabby and for whoever else you are remembering today, we take a moment to say Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash Shemei Rabba.
Amen.
V'yalmad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. b'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv, v'yimeru. Amen.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevorach, Le'olam Olei Almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shmei dekudesha v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'yimru. Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mermav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen.
Amen.
May all of their memories be for a blessing. We'll conclude the service with Shalom Aleichem, inviting angels to be with us, to bless us, and then sending them on their way. Shabbat Shalom.
Am I starting? Yeah, I'll start and you'll finish. Okay, let's do that. I couldn't remember. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi HaShalem, Malachi Elyon, B'Melech, Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem, Boachem B'Shalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, B'Melech, Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Baruch Huni leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom, Cantor.
Shabbat Shalom, Carl. What a nice
Shabbat
night.
Shalom to both of you and to everyone out there. Do want to invite you tomorrow to CBI for a Shabbat morning service and the bar mitzvah of Aaron Sperling. Next week in person, Carl Cedar and his band and I will be doing Shabbat under the stars again on the patio. Cantor, we will miss you. You'll be visiting family at that time. Many more wonderful things coming up between now and the High Holy Days. We look to celebrate many happy occasions together with you all. Shabbat Shalom.